Hello children, welcome back to your English class. Today we are going to start with the chapter from your supplementary reader, A Pack with the Sun. This is chapter number 5, Tansen. Well, about Tansen, we can say that this lesson is the story of famous Indian musician Tansen. Tansen was a very famous Indian musician, famously known as the musician of Akbar's court. The story talks about the importance of complete information and the wisdom of finding solutions. That means when you are in a problem, you should think of everything to find the solution to that problem. How Tansen, with his deep knowledge of music, the information and knowledge of his whatever his music he had about, and then wisdom, that means his intelligence and wittiness, what he had to apply that knowledge, and he was able to save himself. How he was able to save himself, we are going to read further into the story. The story goes that you may have heard the name of Tansen, the greatest musician of our country has ever produced. A singer called Mukandan Misra and his wife lived in Behat near Gwalior. Tansen was their only child. It's said that he was a naughty child. Often he ran to play in the forest and soon he learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. Well, it happens. The surroundings bring and put a great impact on somebody's life. So Tansen was surrounded by forest and everything. So he was a very naughty child of the singer called Mukandan Mishra and his wife. So he used to run to the forest to play every day and everything. So he used to observe what is going on around him and he used to listen to the sounds and everything. So that's how he learned to imitate the sounds of the birds calls from the animals perfectly. Imitate means he used to copy them and perfectly copy them. Where it landed him, the famous singer named Swami Haridas was once traveling through the forest with his disciples, with his students. Tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. Shady grove means there was this plain area with lots of trees above, so they sat there and they were taking rest because they were tired. Tansen saw them because he was hiding again in the forest, so he saw them, hid behind the tree and roared like a tiger because he thought that it would be very good and funny to have them scared or do something like that for his own fun. So Tansen hid behind the tree and he roared like a tiger. The tiger, he produced the sound of a tiger. The little group of travelers scattered in fear, and Swami Haridas called them together. So they were like running here and there and to hide and all that. But Swami Haridas called them and said them, "Don't be afraid. Tigers aren't always dangerous. Let's look for this one." So Swami Haridas advised them that tigers are not always dangerous. We are a bunch of people, so we can look for this one tiger who is trying to scare us. Suddenly, one of his men saw a small boy hiding a tree. So one of the disciple sees Tansen that he's hiding behind the tree. There are no tigers here, only this naughty boy. He says that there are no tigers here, only this naughty boy who's hiding behind the tree and producing the sound. Maybe they understood his tactics. Swami Haridas didn't punish him. Instead, he went to Tansen's father. So after this incident, Swami Haridas did not punish the boy. He just went to his father and said that your son is very naughty. I know that, but he's also very talented, and I think I can make him a good singer. Do maybe the Swami Haridas recognized his voice quality and his talent of learning something very easily by that incident, and he went to his father and said that yes, I know that your boy is very naughty, but I will take him with me and then I'll teach him how to be a good singer because he is a very talented boy. Tansen was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. He lived with him for next 11 years, learning music and becoming a great singer. So who was the mentor and teacher of Tansen? It was Swami Haridas, who taught him to sing properly. He lived with his guru for next 11 years. So by the time he was 21, his both parents died. So Mukandan Mishra, who was Tansen's father, his dying wish was that Tansen should visit Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man of Gwalior. Mukadan Mishra had been long devoted to him. So he was Mukadan Mishra, Tansen's father, was his devotee. and often visited him into Gwalior. So while living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mrignani, who was also a great musician herself. So all the musicians used to recognize Tansen, and they used to value him and his talent a lot. So after meeting Muhammad Ghaus, which was the dying wish of Tansen's father, Muhammad Ghaus also used to take him to the court of Rani Mrignani, and Rani Mrignani was also a musician herself. In that particular court of Rani Mrignani, Tansen met and married one of the ladies of court. Her name was Hussaini. There was this lady in the court of Rani Mrignani, Hussaini, whom Tansen got married. Hussaini also became Swami Haridas' disciple. That means she also became one of the students too. She also became devotee of Swami Haridas. Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who were all very musical. Being Tansen's children, all 5 of them were very musical, and Tansen used to teach them music. So now Tansen had by this time became very famous. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar. Yes, of course, the kind of musician Tansen was, he was very famous all over the area, and often was taken to Emperor Akbar's court to sing. Akbar was so impressed by him that he insisted, he forced, and he asked him to join his court. Tansen went to Akbar's court in 1556. He joined Akbar's court in 1556 and soon became a great favorite of the Emperor Akbar. Akbar would call upon Tansen to sing at any time of the day or the night. Quite often, he would just walk into Tansen's house to hear him practice. He also gave him many presents. That means the Emperor Akbar was so impressed by Tansen that he used to make him sing day and night if he wants to hear the singing of Tansen, or if he did not wanted to disturb him or trouble him much, he used to just go to his home while he was doing his rehearsal, riyars what we call it, and he used to listen to him all the time. He was very impressed by him, and he used to give him so many presents for his talent also. What happened once, naturally some of the courtiers became jealous. This happens with talented people. Many people become jealous of them. So courtiers, other people of the court, are known as courtiers. So courtiers were very jealous of him. One of the courtiers was Shaukat Mia, had a bright idea. He had an idea about how they can remove Tansen out of their way. We shall never be able to rest till Tansen is ruined. Shaukat Mia is saying that we would never be able to live in peace until the Tansen, because the Tansen is so favorite of Akbar, he is getting all the presents, and in all these things we are being neglected by our emperor. We are also the courtiers. Maybe he is thinking like that. That's why he makes a plan. Let us make him sing Rag Deepak. So one of the courtiers says that let us let us make him sing Rag Deepak. Another courtier asked him, how will that help us? So to this, Shaukat Mia replies, if Rag Deepak is properly sung, it makes the air so hot that the singer is burnt to ashes. Tansen is a very good singer, and if he sings Rag Deepak, he will die and we'll get rid of him. This means that the courtiers were planning to make Tansen's impeccable talent of singing the only reason for his death, because Rag Deepak has so much power that if it is sung properly and with all heart, it makes all the air around the singer and air around everyone so hot that the things can dry up and die also. So Shaukat Mia convinced Akbar to ask Tansen to sing Rag Deepak, because he was like, Shaukat Mia went to Akbar and said, I don't think Tansen sings very well, or he is a great singer. To this Akbar replied that no, Tansen is a very good singer, he can sing whatever you want to. So at this time Shaukat Mia says that let us make him sing Rag Deepak, but I don't think Rag Deepak is such a difficult rag that he can sing it. To this Akbar says that of course Tansen can sing it. So Akbar calls Tansen to his court and orders him that you can sing. So at this Tansen says that it is a very hard rag. To this Akbar says, of course you can sing it. Can't you? You can sing anything. According to Akbar, Tansen can sing anything what comes his way. So at this Tansen says him that very lot, but give me time to prepare myself. So he asked some time from Akbar to prepare himself for the rag Deepak to be sung by him. Tansen was afraid to do it, but he couldn't disobey the king. Of course, he cannot disobey his king, but he was very afraid to do that particular rag. Now, what happens next is Tansen goes to home and tells everything to his wife. He had never been more downcast or unhappy because he was very sad to know that king wants him to sing Rag Deepak, which is difficult and which has very bad consequences to it. I can sing the rag, but the heat gives off will not only set the lamps alight, it also burn me to ashes. He says to his wife that the heat, due to the heat which get produced by this rag, is so hot that it will not only light the lamps but it will also burn me to ashes. But then suddenly he has an idea. So he says to his wife that if someone sings Rag Megh at the same time, Megha means rain. So if somebody sing the Rag Megh and sings it properly, it will bring rain. Perhaps our daughter Saraswati and her friend Rupavati could do it. So he looks at his daughters and her friend and says that our daughter can sing that Rag Megh, because Rag Megh is capable of bringing rain and bringing those clouds. So he said that when the air will get hot by my Rag Deepak, at the same time, after some time, they can start singing Rag Megh, which will bring rain, which will cool down the air and the atmosphere itself. So this was the idea Tansen had, and he prepared his daughter. He taught the two girls to sing. Saraswati was his daughter and her friend was Rupmati. So he taught both of them to sing Rag Megh, and they practiced day and night for next 2 weeks. And he instructs them that you must wait till the lamps start burning. As soon as the lamp will start burning, then you have to start singing the Rag Megh. The legend goes that, legend means the story which is so famous that it is known by everybody. So here they are using the word legend. The legend goes that on the appointed date, the whole town assembled to hear Tansen sing Rag Deepak, because it was a challenge given to him by the king himself. So everybody was there to hear him sing. When he began to sing, the air became warm. The air started becoming warm at the starting of the rag only because he was singing it so perfectly. Soon, people in the audience were bathed in perspiration. That means they were all sweating. The leaves on the tree dried up and fell to the ground. As the music continued, birds fell dead because of the heat, and the water in the rivers began to boil. Yes, of course, this all happened, that the leaves on the trees dried up, they fell to the ground, birds were not able to handle this much heat, and they died also, and the water in the rivers began to boil because Rag Deepak had so much heat to it. People cried out in terror as flames shot up out of nowhere and lighted the lamps. This is a very famous story that whenever Tansen used to sing Rag Deepak, the lights used to lamp, but it has other consequences also. So out of nowhere the flames came and lighted the lamps, diyas. And at that time, when the diyas were lighted, when the lamps lighted, at once Saraswati and Rupavati began to sing Rag Megh. The sky clouded over and the rain came down, and Tansen was saved by the coolness of this rain. So everybody was shocked that where this came from, but it was the idea of Tansen that Rag Megh should be sung in order to save himself and others from the burning by the Rag Deepak. The story goes that he was very ill after this. After singing Rag Deepak, the Tansen became very ill, because obviously I am telling again and again that Rag Deepak has consequences to it. And Akbar was very sorry that he had caused him so much suffering. He also punished Tansen enemies when he came to know that this was all the planning of some courtiers from his court. So they were punished. And when Tansen got well, the entire city was rejoiced. They celebrated that finally their musician, their great singer is very well and not suffering anymore. So Tansen remained in Akbar's court singer till 1585 when he died. During this time, he composed many new ragas for everybody. His tomb is in Gwalior, his grave is in Gwalior, and it is a place of pilgrimage for musicians. Often, great musicians visit that tomb of Tansen to pay their respects to him, as he was not only a great singer or a musician, he was also a person with wisdom and intelligence, and he applied that wisdom and intelligence in order to save himself and others from the heat of Rag Deepak. Moral of the story goes that true talent will always be victorious, how adverse the circumstances. That means your talent and your intelligence will only help you to come out of the difficult. Adverse means very difficult circumstances. It is important to believe in one's ability. One should have belief in themselves in order to come out all the problems which are being thrown to us or to that person in particular, and or she should have faith in themselves that they will come out of these circumstances very well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you understood the story. I'll see you next time.